Yeah, what a great day to be unwinding by the Dead Sea. Here in Israel, you'll find tons of incredible natural wonders, from the mountains of the north to the deserts of the south. And yes, the Dead Sea is one of those incredible natural sights to see here in Israel. And while relaxing here at the Dead Sea is basically a perfect day in my book, this day did not start out like this. This awesome trip to the Dead Sea with Abraham Tours actually includes 3 epic stops. The Dead Sea is only one of them. So let me take you back to the beginning and show you how this day went. For our first stop of the day, you could definitely say this is an oasis in the desert. We are now at Ein Gedi. It is a nature reserve here in Israel. Ein Gedi has streams and springs that create natural occurring pools. There are also waterfalls, a cave, and remains of an ancient settlement. Ein Gedi is one of the most popular places in the entire country to visit, and for good reasons. And one of the best parts about this oasis, one of my favorite parts about this place, are the animals that you can see. Mountain goats and hyrax call this place home, among other creatures. Because it's a natural water source, humans have been living here in Ein Gedi for a very long time, and it's located pretty close to our next stop on the tour, so let's get going. And as we get started, I do just want to point out this is a self-guided tour, so you don't have a guide, but you do have a driver, and he is extremely helpful and knows a ton of information about these places. It is super sunny and I'm out of breath, which can only mean one thing: Masada. And when you think of Israel, you'll probably think of places like Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, but Israel is home to plenty of ancient sites, like this one. Masada is an ancient stone fortress located high above the Dead Sea in the Judean desert, and it's our next stop on this tour. Masada is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an Israeli national park, and its history dates back thousands of years. Because it's located so high up, Masada is a natural fortress. And in the year 37 BC, so quite a while ago, a king built a castle on top of this rock. But Masada is really known for its famous siege. As the Romans took control of the Judean desert thousands of years ago, a group of about 1,000 Jewish rebels famously fled here to Masada, and they took their own lives rather than be taken hostage by the Romans. In the 1800s, Masada was rediscovered, and it's been excavated ever since. Today, to get to the top, you can either hike up the snake path or take the cable car, which is what I did today. If you take the snake path, be sure to bring plenty of water, a hat, and don't forget your sunglasses like I did. But no matter how you get to the top, the views are definitely breathtaking. For our last stop of the day, we are here at the Dead Sea. And if you ask me, the Dead Sea is one of the most interesting places on the planet. So first of all, the Dead Sea is actually a lake, and they call it the Dead Sea because it's so salty that nothing can actually survive in it. It also is, of course, famously the lowest place on Earth. Because of how amazing the Dead Sea is, people come to this place from all over the world. And you'll notice that when you get in the water, it's a bit of an interesting experience. You'll definitely feel extra floaty because of all the salt. The water is also known to have tons of beneficial vitamins and minerals, and the mud from the Dead Sea, of course, people love to put it on their bodies. It's supposed to be great for the skin. I don't know about you, but this day is pretty much amazing in my book. Now, getting to all 3 sites in one day could be a challenge for the solo traveler, but Abraham Tours makes it super easy. We had plenty of time at each stop, which I really like, and quite frankly, I'm pretty amazed we managed to fit it all in one day. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of my time there in the Dead Sea, but thanks for coming along, and I hope you come and visit the Dead Sea, Ein Gedi, and Masada on your next trip to Israel.